PGFC. Our gold and black colours a picture to see. We're dashing, we're gay, we're the pride of the bay. Our war cry strikes fear. A tiger for me, a tiger for me. If you're not a tiger, you're no good to me. The whiskies are small, the Norwoods are tall, and the Bonnie Wee Tigers, the pride of them all. Our lead sides, our seconds, our first and our
third. He's running down centre wing, puts the pass out in front of Seabohm, and that's spot on. Stephen Williams, Craig Bradley, very quick to Jennifer. That was clever work. Over the top goes Maynard, good mark. He was always going to mark that ball. Kicked two fine goals late in the second quarter to resurrect Glenelg's flagging spirits. Plenty of Glenelg players back there. Stephen Kernahan, you'll find, has marked that ball.
Garden against Bacon. Copping through. Belton likewise. Now McDermott over the half-forward line up towards full forward. Gibbs getting back on it. Gibbs used his body to edge out Anthony Williams. Took a fine mark. Playing in the forward pocket. Doesn't take much time. Pops it through. And the Bay's still in there fighting. Hewitt thought about a handball to the running Stringer, but he puts a high kick up going in towards Alan Stringer. He'll need help. Gets it from Copping. On the left leg, goes out wide. Kernahan and Leslie, one-on-one. Kernahan gets it back now to McDermott. Gee, he's running brilliantly. Caught on the left leg, however, puts it up for Seabohm. Got his hands to it, couldn't complete it. Thumped away. Quickly now McDermott, and I think it is a goal. His second. And what a game this fellow is playing. Kick number 15, goal number 10. The
sheer persistence there by McDermott. He's the Bay's best player. It came from Kernahan. Kernahan's getting treatment for what might be a facial injury at the moment. Kernahan got it back to McDermott. The first time it didn't work. McDermott came through again and slammed through his second goal. Great play by McDermott. Salisbury spoiled away. Comes back to Copping. He clean grabbed that one. The hairball given to Murphy, though, didn't work. Copping goes in again. Biarchi tackled from behind. Play on was a good call. Hewitt got it out to Maynard. McDermott running. What a game he's playing. He shoots the hairball over to Alan Stringer. Now the Bays go in through their half-forward line.
Motlop getting there first now is Simpson again. Hooks in towards full forward. Russell comes to meet the ball. And gee, what a recovery this fellow's made. Stretch it off the arena. Playing well on Evans now as he gives McFarlane a chance to run the ball out of defence to Walsh. Walsh at centre half-back, just on the defensive corner of the square. He gets some running players, but undecided where to go. Towards Copping. 2-on-1 left back there. Baker. Through goes McDermott. Motlop got it, headed for goal. Straightens up, gives it a chance. Goal! Beautifully done, Motlop. I didn't see who got it out. It could have been Seabohm.
Can't find Seabohm, who's going out wide towards Kernahan. The big chap up. Good mark. Well, that was a set-up. Goal here would set the cat amongst the pigeons. He's put it through.
He's under pressure, gives it away to McDermott. Out wider still Carey. Carey in turn, David Kernahan. He's at centre half forward. Straightens up for a long one, getting back on the ball quickly now. The Eagle defence. Rendell back there, Copping. Alan Stringer bursts his way through the pack, tries to check side it, puts it back for Kernahan. Forward a mark, right on the siren. He's going to have a shot. Simons breaks into the open, but McDermott goes for home with a long one, going to be short. Kernahan, what a mark. Saru used his body well, tried to get the handball to stretch. He had to wait for it, but he got the kick away. High up towards the full forward, getting back on it, Tony Hall. He's a good player. McDermott out wide, he's got McGuinness, also Kernahan out that way. The Bay's got a chance to run it in now. McGuinness on his natural left leg, puts in a long one, looking for Carey. Grab back, Carey! Fine mark. Never ever looked like missing it. Grabak was in front, but once Carey stood his ground, got the set, pulled down a ripper 15 metres out right in front, and now the Bays are answering the challenge. 5 points up. Now they're 11. Carey's third goal. Kernahan. Having to go with him is Roberts. The Bays under pressure, cool. kidney, back to Gibbs, edges it out towards Simon. Beautiful one-handed mark. Gives a chance to Pays. Torrens a chance to run it now. Hill wants it out in front of him. Duthie coming across. Hill's got one to beat. Lost the footy. Beautifully done, Duthie. Oh, what a magic bit of play. Centres the ball towards the half-forward line. Up looking for Biney, the big leaper. Murphy back in defence. The Bay's got a chance to run it into attack now. Out the outer side. It's Salisbury, not popular with the base of the Stern supporters at the moment. Simons gave it to him in the 1-2, a long kick right in towards full forward. Getting underneath it. Fine mark, Kernahan. Couldn't get back to him on that occasion. Read it beautifully. Has taken the mark 15 metres out right in front. And all of a sudden about 4 or 5 Sturt trainers come running onto the ground. I can't see what for. But the action right on number 4, Stephen Kernahan. Point blank range, seldom misses these. Heads towards the northern end, and that's home, his first goal.
Maynard, Carey, Murphy. Copping will be next. Perhaps Bill has to do the job on Copping. Copping puts it back to centre wing. David Kernahan, Eddie Fry over the top. McFarlane with the run of the ball now. Big Jim West, he's at left half forward, and you can kick the ball a long way. The ball coming back. He put it through. Good goal, Glenelg. They ran it from the back lines.
Smith, but it's Whittlesey who kicks the Blues into attack. Scott Salisbury, the diving mark, came up with a football. The mark wasn't paid. Gibbs has got to get ready in a hurry. Got it back to Salisbury, out wider still. He finds McDermott. The running player out there is McGuinness. He's almost swallowed by 3 Sturt players. Did brilliantly to get out of that. The kick back is to Michael Graham. Also in there is Hollis. Cleverly to Michael Graham, who couldn't grab it. Stringer under pressure. Likewise McFarlane. And David Kernahan, who hooks to the half-forward line. Up towards West. Back in defence is Kane. McGuinness through with the pace. McGuinness now looks to pass further upfield. It's a very high kick. West has got to hold his ground. Fine mark. He was going to get the free kick in any case. He was headed out with the footer. He gave it back to McGuinness, runs him into trouble, spins out of it well, kicks on a long one. That's going to fade away. Just offline for a point, but a fine attacking movement then by Tony McGuinness and the Bays. Cross to Fry. Fry kicks long to the half-forward line, but in defence it's a fine mark there taken by Murphy. Gave it to Gibbs. Gibbs in turn to the outer side. Finds McDermott on the left leg. Hooks an awkward kick to the half-forward line. Kernahan. Kernahan looks for Woodlands, holds ground, Pake there with him, fine mark Woodlands. Did it well, just stood his ground at the right time, got Pake underneath the ball, and although it appeared that it was going over the top, his hand slunk up and pulled out a fine mark. Craig Woodlands, I think playing his first league game for a while, 35 to 40 metres out, towards the southern end, that's a fine goal. Woodlands first. The Bays needed it. Perfect day for footy and a great game in progress. Carey got it back there as far as Murphy. Murphy back in it again, couldn't get it out. Motley nose over the ball, gave it to Zubranik. Well smothered off his hands. McDermott the free kick. Elects to play on now as they go forward through Walsh to the half-forward line. Out in front is Simons. Goes to the half-forward line. Clock getting back on it. With him is Murphy. Murphy tried to mark over the top, couldn't. The crumb gatherer is McDermott. The running player out there is Maynard. Gives a chance. David Kernahan. McGuinness wants it out in the open. Copping's in short. Kernahan too slow to get rid of the footy. Doesn't know where to go. Finally puts it in the air. Up towards his brother. Doesn't get a fight at the ball. McFarlane, McGuinness. McGuinness now left foot in towards goal. I think that's home. Great goal, McGuinness. Beautifully put, McFarlane. His first.
Smith runs the ball towards the boundary line. McFarlane takes front spot, gets a push. And the umpire's going to free kick him. He plays it on. The running player, Tony Simons, sets it up from the pocket. Great goal, Simons.
By 5 points. Back at the centre bounce. Carey gets this stuff away. Straight to McGuinness. Nobody in him. On him. Can get it across to Kernahan. Kernahan 45 metres out. Pops it through. Ninth kick. Second goal. Brilliantly done. Not a Sturt player touched the footy as the Bays ram on their 8th goal.
Walsh goes to the square. Kernahan behind. G came out with the ball. He really is incredible, Stephen Kernahan. It's like a big net when he goes up. The ball just falls in.
As Jennifer winds his way through, Stringer in there gets the handball out. McDermott now puts in a long one in towards full forward. Getting to the ball now. Fine Gibbs. The umpire paid the mark. Ducked away. McDermott again. Hewitt. Stringer wants it next. Makes a meter to get there. In the pocket is Edward. He can't move, but he's going to get the footy. No, he can't get there. Gibbs comes to meet the ball. Breaks the tackle. Tangos. Gets it back to Henwood, who can't raise the gallop. Now Walsh. Hooks in high. Hooks in long. Goal! What a goal! The base turn there fighting. Even Graham Corns allows himself just a whisper of a smile as the Bays ram on their 15th goal.
No one home for Port Adelaide. The man in front, Salisbury, takes a strong defensive mark. Glenelg can certainly still win this. Copping in front will mark on centre wing. Gavin Walsh runs to centre half forward. Ross Gibbs now leads from full forward. Copping won't reach him, but he might reach Kernahan. He's got up to the chap. Oh, the Bays are on fire. Michael Murphy kick looking for Kernahan. Spot on. Kernahan's going to give Alan Stringer the chance. Getting under the ball.
A kick by Erie, goes towards the half-forward line. Guard on back in defence, fine mark at centre-half back. He's worked very hard. Guard on during the afternoon. He's been in a couple of dust-ups, but he's carried a lot of responsibility on his shoulders and he's done it well. Kernahan behind the pack. Two grabs, can't get it. Quickly off the things as well. Duthie gave it across to McDermott. Now Stringer thought about giving it across down to Maynard. Maynard puts it into the pocket. Gibbs with a chance, can't pick it up. The umpire's going to give him a kick. McGuinness with a pace to get there first. At centre wing. Did it well, unloaded to Kernahan. Back to McGuinness in the 1-2. Now the handball goes out. Good constructive footy. Stringer puts out a pass, half forward line. Good mark, Maynard. In the pocket is McFarlane. That's where the ball will end. Fine mark. And it's kicked into the half forward line by Herbert. Luders comes out, can't get there. David Kernahan back in defence. Gibbs. Salisbury. Copping. Maynard. Good running football by the Bays. Finds McFarlane alone at centre wing. Now he puts it out in front of the lead there of Kernahan. McDermott caught on the left leg, but gets the ball still 40 metres towards West on the half-forward line. McGuinness, the Flyers free, gives a chance, Woodlands, 40 metres out, goes for home with a long one, he's got it! Beautifully given, McGuinness. Right.
Through goes Carl Herbert onto that left boot. That's a long kick in. It may go over the top. Oh, Toothy. What a big mark. Tirelessly. Through goes Cantalaptis. Murphy stops him. Kernahan takes it off him and gives it to Simons. Glenelg will go in again. Tony Simons flanked by McGuinness. Watch him go. He runs through half forward, sets it up with a long one. Stephen Kernahan couldn't mark it. Comes back onto the left ball. Put it through. Great goal, Stephen Kernahan. Oh, that's brilliant.
The leap is on. McDermott from behind. West got it out. He got it out as far as McGuinness in turn. Simons. Heard this before this afternoon. Simons to Kernahan. The big fellow's got it again. Rounds it inboard now to McGuinness. McGuinness gives a chance to McDermott. Too many Macs in his side. Underneath the ball is Mottler. Well, he's got an angle. Has he ever? He'll want to play on. He elects to play on. Hooks around the corner. Pops it through the middle. Fine goal to Mottler. Brilliant running football by the Bays. Puts the kick high back to the lead of Micken. Thumped away. McDermott allows Motlott to go through. Working the ball, did it well. Gives a handball across. Maynard again. Now got it from McDermott. That's a goal. Beautifully done.
Micken puts it down. The Glenelg players are everywhere. Copping fell over. Garton. West. David Kernahan got it out beautifully to McDermott. The running player out there is Maynard. He's got a ton of run this quarter. Puts it up high. That's a huge kick. Maynard has kicked the cover off the ball. The Bays attacking down grandstand flank again. Carey has it punched away from him. Now Gavin Walsh. The Bays not giving out. Motlop in the pocket. Made a lot of ground for that ball and took a fine mark. Well, there's still plenty of time left. Kernahan comes in from behind and takes another one. Motley's there also. Whittlesey got clean bowl. Duthie runs through centre. McDermott, McGuinness, away he goes, the little champ. Through half forward. He is a star when he's got the ball. He puts it up, Copping. He's in the square, he's got it. What a great run, McGuinness. He's got a lot of opposition out there from Murphy. Hands and knees jobs out there as Ross Gibbs, cool as you like, gives it back to Murphy. Murphy to McDermott, and the bay steady yet again. Mervyn Kane from behind. Whittlesey went up one hand, and in comes McGuinness. How about that? He is an absolute star, McGuinness. Oh, what incredible football. He ran straight past Mervyn Kane, kicked number 20. His second goal, and I don't care where you've seen football, that was incredible.
That's a magnificent bit of play.
He went past Mervyn Kane like he was a signpost.
Well, Mervyn Kane, I would say that's about as bad a bit of football as anyone could ever wish to do. He's 10 yards clear. I reckon anyone could have gone past him. He just left the ball behind, and a very, very bad error he made. But that's the way to capitalise on him. What a great kick.
He got a standing ovation in the grandstand, and it was worthy of it. Guard on. I think that's game, set and match for the Bays now. Their tails must be right up. Maynard, who's had a great last quarter, gives it over to Simons. Simons 40 metres out on his left leg, has a flying shot, and that's home again. Oh, game, set and match. That's Wimbledon as well. 4 goals, Simons. A brilliant finish by the Bays.
Backs it over the back. David Kernahan, favoured by the bounce. Support from McDermott. Play by McDermott to McGuinness. McGuinness will run to half forward. Garton's behind. Thompson's there.
And that's a great mark, a falling mark. That's the equivalent of Davies, the other end. Better judgment, in position, a strong hand.
Tempted smother by Martin. It's his opponent, Simons, who'll race away through half back. Good lead by Woodland. Entertaining football in this second term.
Players using the ball well under these conditions.
Long kick. Palmer. In the way is Maynard. That's clever football from Maynard. Motlop's down. Got the call from McGuinness. That's clever team football by Glenelg.
Flatten in the action again, gave away the handball, but it went to Simons. Carey back to Simons, didn't need it. Beautiful handball to Gibbs, and Gibbs keeps long to Stringer on the half-forward line. The running player, Woodlands, steadies, 45 metres out, goes in with a long one, but Seabohm will edge the ball out of defence along the outer side, or Kernahan wants it more in field, and that's the way Seabohm will go, but Cousins in front. Kernahan! Oh, what a mark! How can you get over top of Cousins like that? McGuinness, the running player, Carey up there, Thompson at the back, the big fella! Oh, what a brilliant mark! 6'9" or 203 centimetres, have it whichever way you like. The big fella got a metre off the ground, has pulled in a ripper. Steve Thompson, the man from Darwin, has booted one, 20 metres out right in front, normally a pretty good kick, towards the Salisbury end, taking his time. The kick is just through, a goal. Sensational goal, Thompson, his second. Cousins clever tap away, but it was Motlop who winds through the pack with pace, hooks in towards the half-forward line, going to be a loose ball. The bounce good to sign. Dumped away there by Connolly, back to Garden, caught on the left leg. McGuinness spins out of pack, shoots for goal.
Murphy takes it off him. Now Duthie, if it sits, Duthie gets out of trouble beautifully to Carey. Carey will find Simons. Simons will go over the top to Walsh. Back to Simons, now Maynard. He'll run into trouble. The kick away though, looks for Kernahan. Kernahan's got it now. Bubner fell over at the wrong time. Kernahan with a shot at goal, won't score with it. Oh, Thompson! What a mark! These arms must be 3-4 feet long. What an incredible mark.
But it's Simons who comes out with a footy, gives it to Maynard. Back to Simons in the double play. Leading is Copping and also Thompson going in towards Kernahan. Can't get there. Copping back to Kernahan. Kernahan now puts out the pass, beautifully put down on. Oh, the Bays are too good at the moment.
Right, Copping goes to centre half forward, or Motlop. They let him go for him. was very well led, in fact, by Maynard. Motlop is at centre-half forward. A nice kick into the square. I've put the money on Steve Thompson. Off hands off. Took it off hands, roved it. What a performance by the big man. He's got 4 now.
Has time to set it up. Off goes Copping out in front of that player. Getting back on it. Oh, beautifully done, Copping. Close to the ground. Well dispatched. Oh, he's asked to play on. Backing up beautifully. Simons boots it in high. Gardon sets himself. Thompson over the top at the back. However, it was Cousins. Slipped out the handball. Here's a chance now. Maynard, open goal. Oh, how did he get that? Maynard's second goal. Cousins' handball went astray. And the error was fully accountable to Maynard, who put it through for his second goal.
Bubner, McGuinness. McGuinness is starting to get into the game now. Hooks it around the corner. Thompson on his own, and he takes the mark. Thought about playing on, but he realised that he was within range. Oh, so is Maynard. He thought about him. Kick may not make the distance. Kernahan up over the top for a big mark. Well, the value of Stephen Kernahan never more evident than on this occasion.
The running player is Zuchens. Zuchens lines up, sits it up in the square. Big fella Parsons, scored away by Duthie. Chance now for the out. He's tackled. Play on the call.
Good tackle. The North crowd doesn't like it, but the Bays are out of stride.
Forwards the ball back towards the half-forward line. Stringer, nice pick up on the Merker, I should say, on the half volley. Tiller ran into him. Finally, the ball's forced forward to Stringer. And all players want it long.
To McGuinness. McGuinness on his own. Down forward. Oh, he looked around. He's got it again now, though. He's got players running. There's Simons onto the boot.
Should have handballed, though.
Put it down.
He should have handballed over the top to Steve Thompson.
I reckon he should have kicked the goal, Mr.
Linus McDermott's kick goes high. Stephen Kernahan, 2-on-1. Riley, Copping. Chance now for Maynard. He's got Gibbs running with him as Maynard fires away at the sticks and slots it through.
Yes, top goal by Peter Maynard. He is a very good kick of the ball once he gains possession of it. And he was able to pick up the loose ball, have a quick look at the goal, steady, think about it, and pop it through.
Walsh trying to come through for Glenelg. Did it well, a touch of the fumbles, but gets his kick away. Sits it up high. Gibbs the flyer, the smallest man against the bulk of Hay. And Ross Gibbs will be paid the mark, and they want 15 metres for it. Ross Gibbs, who one of the early and surprise tips for the Magarey this year, is having a great season, averaged something like 22 disposals.
I'll tell you what, that's out of a back pocket. He's now playing forward of the centre, but he's one of the best kicks in league football. He's getting this distance, no worries.
Drop punt. Long, it's going to go right to the wire. And they must
try to set up the play.
Half-forward line for North Adelaide. They need to score. They haven't scored in the quarter. We're 10 minutes in almost. They're not going to score just for the moment either, because it's run out by Walsh, and he's got Maynard out wide on that wing. Can he keep it in play? He can. Beautifully led on for Simons. Simons has got plenty of room. He's got a player in front of him.
Marshall.
Marshall. Up over the top. Gibbs on his own in the pocket.
Can have a shot.
Stephen Kernahan says, has a go. Simmons did that well. He forced that ball forward, and now it's just come unstuck. Darren Jarman couldn't get the take on.
Gee, they rushed to Wayne Stringer.
Wayne Stringer, well done.
He ran the gauntlet, Keith.
The handball went out to Simons, on towards McDermott, and Glenelg got a run going here. A couple of players loose. McDermott has one bounce, now two. Draws the player. The handball goes out wider. Looked to be Maynard, on towards Marshall. Nice pick up on the half volley by Marshall. Long kick in. He
goes back for David Kernahan. He gets a kick in towards the centre half forward position. Stephen Kernahan under it. Almost to take Peter Maynard. Quick to get the crumbs. Tackled well. Now Stephen Kernahan with a chance. He gets through that pack beautifully. Out wide for McGuinness. McGuinness taps it back in for Thompson. Oh, wacko!
Ellis a hurried one towards the centre of the ground. Out comes Gavin Walsh. Meets it beautifully. Sets up play. Long kick. Marshall unopposed. He's got Murphy if he wants him. Kernahan inboard. On towards Kernahan. Fires away at the goals. And put that one down again. The second goal of the day to Stephen Kernahan. Armfield's kick over centre wing. Great mark. Good mark and play on the call by Hemwood. He finds Maynard. Glenelg build again as Maynard's kick over the half-forward line. Big fly by Murphy. Scored away by Wildy. Picked up by McGuinness. Onto that left boot of his. It's coming back and around and has split the centre. They're the goals that Tony McGuinness loves to kick.
Geary fighting for front spot, grabs it out of the air this time. Maynard was running, that worked out beautifully. Maynard, two bounces. Hay goes to meet him, but not before Maynard sinks it all the way. That's a great goal, Peter Maynard. Straight goal's the difference. We're 13 minutes in. Peter Carey plays it on quickly. Wayne Stringer through centre half back. Switches it towards the grandstand side for Stephen Kernahan. Good mark. He wants to move it. Wants to go quickly. Michael Murphy out one side. Decides to go straight down the middle for Thompson. Thompson in front spot. Balled away by Arnold, all right. Oh, there's David Kernahan. Reads it well off the back, straight through. And Glenelg answered quickly.
There's David Kernahan, Glenelg's tall winger, whipping in for a lovely goal.
Out towards Simons. He didn't take it cleanly. Chance now for Walsh. Gets around two North players. It goes short and finds David Kernahan.
David Marshall coming up.
Simons, Marshall out there. They've got players everywhere, Glenelg, at the moment. They can work the ball as they wish. Exactly what they do. Simons cool to Marshall. Marshall can build from here. He drops it inboard towards Stringer. He's got players galore downfield to go for. Peter Maynard, what can he do with it? He can get a goal, that's what. Oh, that's beautiful football right from the back. 3 goals to Maynard. Glenelg sailing. Given a bit of assistance by Armfield.
Straight to Peter Carey.
Riley didn't really have a good look.
Peter Carey trying to...
It's got to be 15 metres short. No. Redden just called back to stand the mark, and Carey this time will look for Tony Simons. Sanders almost got a fist to it to spoil away. Tony Simons' mark on almost the half-forward line on this grandstand side.
Peter Carey is hell-bent on getting 15 metres then, but Ample wasn't having any at all.
Simons' kick towards the centre-half forward position. Stephen Kernahan.
Oh, yes.
What a mark! He's got Stephen Hay in front of him.
Yep. What can he do?
It all the way.
He probably claimed he touched the Stephen Hay, but even if he did, those pack marks are certainly considered fair game.
Marches up high, looking for the big guns. Oh, Arnold got up high, couldn't get the second grab. Falls loose to Stephen Kernahan to Motlop. Motlop hooks around the body. Chance now for Marshall. Snaps it onto that left boot. Fires away at the sticks, and that's a great goal by Marshall. It just halts North Adelaide's run.
Gibbs kicked out, and Kernahan again. Stephen Kernahan plays it on. Maynard, gee, he's worked very hard in the last month. I don't think he's been out of Glenelg's best 3 players in the last month. And here's the run of Tony McGuinness, one of the most exciting players you'll ever see play football. Over the top he goes. McDermott back to McGuinness. Gee, what a great run, McGuinness. He tries to set it up. Comes the big chap, Dwayne Russell. Couldn't mark the ball. Now Tony Hall. It's a better looking kick, although it's holding up into the breeze now. Pack forms. McDermott plays it beautifully. Did it superbly, McDermott. Now looks for a player further afield. Tony Simons, Stephen Kernahan. Superb handball, Simons. Kernahan sets it up, and he's put it through. Well, the Bays have done it with Kernahan's 5th kick from a Simons handball. So he gets 15 metres to boot. 7th kick. Oh, good mark. Tony Hall. He's the only player looking at the ball. The lead is on the big chap. Thompson, 6'9" of him. Oh, he's got it. He went down on hands and knees, and he was still 6 foot tall when he took it.
Gets the ball back towards centre wing. Tapped cleverly. Oh, Murphy got it from Stringer. Puts it up towards full forward. Copping back there. Does his own bit of nudging this time. Smith in front. Gill gets it taken off him. Tony Hall. Shoot, point blank. Oh, what a brilliant goal, Tony Hall. Kick number 5. Goal number 1. Playing brilliantly for the Bays. Players go in and out like flies. McDermott drops the footy. In there goes Copping, puts out a handball. Marshall gets it back now to Maynard. Maynard nowhere to go. In the pocket, all the Barkers drop. McDermott shoots it in. Smith can't. Here's the big fellow Thompson now. Trying to get away a handball. Kidney in. High tackle. Oh, he ducked into it. Ducked right into it. You can see him slide right into the tackle.
Dead right. He's a keen little player. Kernahan in the middle of the pack. Great mark, Kernahan. Oh, no one stopped his run in.
5 minutes gone. Gibbs heaves a long one in. That's a good one. Kernahan. Oh, what a fine mark. He's come right up from centre half forward. Carey's on the ball as well. Maybe Kernahan's going to give him a spell now. Tony Hall on the half back line. Centres the ball for David Kernahan. Well put. Kernahan looks for a running player. Salisbury's clear, as is big super Carey.
Well, they'll go run it out. Ross Gibbs, what a tremendous game he's played. Gavin Walsh. David Kernahan waiting for it, but Walsh goes to centre half forward on his own. McGuinness from behind. Tries to tap it forward, maintains possession, McGuinness. He's a little champion, no doubt about that. McDermott taps it out. Simons. Glenelg combining well. Here's a chance now for Copping. In fact, Maynard it was who dropped into the open space.
Debo Moore almost ran him into trouble. Harrison was there, drives for Hall on the half-forward line, underneath. Kernahan got it off Arlen Kennedy. Hooks around the very high one. McGuinness is searching for it, finally locked in his arms. McGuinness looking to pass off. He's got in the pocket. Kernahan, that's the way he's gone. Almost a slips catch. Darren Smith against Hall. Hall got it out of him, beautifully done. Back now to Kernahan. Kernahan goes in long.
Lum and Thompson. Arlen Kennedy dispossessed. Now David Kernahan. That might be out on the full. No. Maynard kept it in. McGuinness runs into an open goal, dribbles it along the ground. His first goal, and that was the one that Glenelg wanted. Leading. Harrison up, Carey, big Peter Carey at centre half back, a fine mark. Playing his 350th league game for the Glenelg Football Club in the centre of the ground. Craig Bradley continues to remonstrate with umpire Phil. He's not at all delighted about his performance. Harrison must be loose man in defence, taken off him by McGuinness. Here he goes, the little champion. What a great goal, McGuinness. He is an electrifying player when he's on. Second goal. Peter Carey's back at full forward. He's going to get the ball in a minute because McDermott put it up high. Copping in front, Carey behind. Plenty of bodywork in there. Big Super falls over, but gets it out. Great handball, Peter Carey. Tony Hall lines it up and kicks his third goal. Peter Carey's goal. Lum. Maynard. McGuinness takes it away from centre. Carey's under the ball. Two grabs, couldn't mark it. Gill went through without it. Now Tony Hall comes out. Beautifully done. McDermott, Carey, the big chap puts one straight. Has he put it through? Yes, he has. Banana ball. Peter Carey's wheeled it through. His first goal for this afternoon with his sixth kick. Simon's kickback was a wobbly one. Darren Smith was clean bowled, so was Kernahan. Kidney. Back to Stephen Kernahan. Now Maynard. Glenelg on the run. Maynard's kick sets it up. He's put it through. Maynard's put it through for his second goal.
He'll boom it in from that outer half-forward flank. In front, Copping.
Peter Carey wants it.
He's in the square too, and Copping's put it right there for him. He had to come out a little bit. Great work, Copping and Carey. Glenelg against the breeze in the first quarter. A chance to put the first score on the board.
Glenelg have made quite a number of changes to their lineup, Graham. As Peter Carey,
Well, they've been forcing the two of them.
lines this one up. That's the first one on the board for Glenelg. With
3 on
his
1.
kick strong with the breeze. Up goes Carey and David Kernahan at the back. Stringer. That's Alan Stringer. He hooks it back with the left boot. Out comes the big fella, Thompson. He had his name written all over that one.
Plenty of goals in the quarter. Glenelg have kicked 5 with the breeze, 6 with the breeze, in fact. Norwood have managed 3 against it. Plenty of time yet. McGuinness turns and pops it. That's a magic goal.
He's wrong foot too, Keith.
Yes, well, you can't do better than that, can you?
Mike Lenny's kick aimed for Des O'Dwyer, 2 on 1. Carey from behind with possession now. The handball speared out to Ross Gibbs. Gibbs got plenty of time. The running player through the centres, Stringer. Alan Stringer over the top to David Kernahan as McGuinness goes by at 100 miles an hour, but Kernahan kicks, looks for Big Thompson and Copping. Warhurst.
Warhurst missed Gallagher completely. Taylor's got to come in. Simon's picked up superbly. Pops it on. We'll wait the 30 mark. I think David Marshall's done it.
He can kick left foot from there too, Keith will find. He's got an immaculate left foot kicking action. I think you'll find him, he might try check side instead. Or drop punt from that area.
So this will be Glenelg's first goal against the breeze if he can crack it. We're 15 minutes into the third quarter. He's done it. A great saving goal. Happy Bay supporters. The Bays are up now. Kick comes out the wing. Oh, that's got to be a free kick, doesn't it? He didn't go for the ball. Maynard, meanwhile, forces it forward for Glenelg. McGuinness out on his own half-forward line. He can work it all the way in if he wants to. That's what he'll do. He pops it on the ball. It's a magic goal. The Bays are away. So McDermott, from just a little behind half-forward, puts in a good kick all the way to the line. Off the pack it comes. Danger here. Stephen Kernahan's got it, and he's got a goal. And oh, well, what a great goal by Stephen Kernahan. The crowd tells the story. Glenelg getting away with this game.
Thompson the tap. Murphy went without it. Simons to McGuinness. The wrong foot, but he hooks it back around the corner. Stephen Kernahan's in the middle of that pack. The Norwood players go down. The snap is from Ross Gibbs. And I think Ross is really enjoying today. 150th league game. And he can go home tonight and say, I kicked 3 goals.
Get it out wide. Maynard now to send the Bays into attack. Off goes Big Thompson, but he's not going in that direction. He's looking for Kernahan. 1, 2, grabs. He's got it. Oh, he's backing back. Looked to be underneath the ball. Reid was doing everything right. But Kernahan, the champion that he is, got the ball at the second grab.
Amazing. Whittlesea. Motley is in the pack there. He can't mark it. Hasn't been in the game, Motley, although he kicked 2 fine goals early. The Henwood kick gives Big Thompson the chance. The spoil away. McGuinness. Through he goes. He is a real star when he gets the ball and takes off.
He's under pressure to get rid of it. Gibbs easily slips out the back door. Runs over the half-back line. Stringer. McDermott. The Bays build as they go forward, up towards full forward. Copping! Too strong again. Outmanoeuvred. Peter Heinrich slipped him forward, stood his ground as the thundering herd came down. Hit up, took a fine mark. And Carey and Spiel. McDermott. Back to Stringer. Oh, high kick up towards Gibbs at full forward. Copping in front, over the back. Well, Gibbs has got it. I don't know whether he's marked it or not. Someone's not sure, but the umpire's going to pay it.
He's a vital player. Carey doing work now. Simons and Maynard. Gee, they've picked up a lot of kicks, those players. Kernahan's going to make yards. Takes a great mark low to the ground. Thompson leads. Kernahan goes out, though, looking for Marshall. Copping late. And he's taken the mark.
Mervyn Kane just turned around again. He's not happy. Didn't believe that Copping could get to that ball.
And McDermott. Stolen. Craig's got the run of it. He couldn't pick it up, though. McGuinness took it off him. Through half forward he goes. McGuinness lines them up. Thompson's back there. Oh, it's gone through. It's a goal. McGuinness got it. That's the one the Bays needed. 2 to McGuinness.
Wayne Stringer, the roundhouse right. Wilmot couldn't. Tapped it over now. McGuinness in there. Beatles off. A chance for Maynard to go for a run. Through the half-forward line. Stringer now. Settles. No, about the handball over to Carey. The big fellow settles 30 metres out. Puts it on its way. Goal. Second goal, Carey.
Marshall half-volleyed it beautifully. Now McGuinness. Whittlesea, I don't think, can catch him. McGuinness has gone berserk. He's bounced 3 times. He's run 100 metres. Onto the left boot. Super football, McGuinness, and he's kicked a great goal. 3 goals, McGuinness.
Aish plays it out wide for Taylor, who, as we said, is on the ball. Bit of run given by Jenkins. Nord working it down the grandstand flank. Oh, good take in the back again. Ross Gibbs, the second mark.
He's a magician, isn't he?
Handball will go out wide towards Hallier, stolen by Kernahan. Here's the run from Glenelg on towards Carey. Carey's kick is long towards the vacant spaces, and away goes McGuinness, chased by Lester Ross. The ball close to the line, but McGuinness will beat it. He picks it up now. Avoids Lester Ross very easily. Wants that left foot. He's got it now. Booms it in right towards the square. Carey and Marshall. Well, the big fellow stood his ground and put up those long arms of his. And that's a fine mark to take, and what a confidence booster for the side.
Strong over the centre. Kernahan, oh, couldn't take it. Run through by Stringer. He has a look out wide. There it is again. Carey. Oh, he can't take it. Recovers the ball. Oh, Jamie Charlie. How he got away with that, we'll never know. Kernahan. Adam Garton into the side. And now Chris Duthy in the pocket. Steadies things up for the Bays and goes down the outer side. Oh, Kernahan got a shot in front of that pack and will be paid the mark anyway.
He's playing up the ground, Pete. Playing well up the ground, isn't he?
Going a long way. Picks up 15 metres for his trouble then. He'll put a long kick into the half-forward line. Long lead on from Copping. Couldn't take it. Marshall breaks clear beautifully. Handball is on. Simons coming down from the wing. Lines it up. Has a look. This looks good. Bays have got away. 2-1. So Norwood's 1 point.
Simons doesn't miss those
players, I can tell you. He loves goals on the run, sneaking down from his wings. And
as McGuinness gets away for the Bays again. Oh, beautiful stab pass to Kernahan. Kernahan's got another player running. It's Maynard. Maynard can go forward again. McGuinness giving the run. He's lined it up, and it's through. Just handy stuff, the Bays. 4-2. Norwood, one behind.
Wow, how do you stop that? Tony McGuinness just kept running.
Marshall gets the handball back towards Alan Stringer.
Gee.
Stringer took all the time in the world and ran his 15 and finds Maynard on centre wing. Maynard's got players running everywhere. Stephen Kernahan's made a strong lead, and that's a great kick to him. The handball on the way over the top to Copping. He's got Stringer running, but Copping's going to go all the way. That's a great kick. Into that right post, just snuck back inside. And Stephen Copping's got 2 in the first quarter.
O'Dwyer's beaten to that ball beautifully by Duthie.
Great mark by Duthie. Holding Henwood and Button. Button the tap. Stringer prepared to drop it, but Glenelg will get it away from that centre as Marshall's kick goes over the half-forward line. Looks for Copping, and that's a great grab.
So that's a great mark.
Prepared to hang in mid-air there. He's got players running loose. He's going to go short. This is Carey. Got it. Beautiful kick by Copping, and that's Carey's 3rd mark, and he's already kicked 1 goal. He took an absolute beauty in the square in the opening minutes of the game.
Around about the centre half-forward spot.
Dermott's kick has gone right to the square. There's a big fly from Kernahan. Go up over the gut. I think he's done it. Oh, no, he might have missed. No, it's all right. Adam Garten. Good stuff, Adam Garten. So the Bays pull the lead back again.
His kick looks for O'Dwyer. He slipped over and allowed Duthie the mark.
Duthie from centre half back. Comes out towards the grandstand. Maynard there. Oh, had to take the mark despite the pressure. Felt that one as he had taken the ball.
In the small of the back, I'd say.
Now from the half-back line still, he works it across towards the centre of the ground. Stephen Kernahan, front spot, another good grab from him. That's 9 marks from Stephen Kernahan as he goes forward for Copping. Oh, couldn't take it out in front of him. Turns though, has a look. Centre half-forward position, 50 metres out, all the way. 4th goal to Copping.
The kick in. Comes grandstand side, looking for Wayne Ham with the big line. Alan Stringer from behind. Guernsey number 25 now. For most of the season he wore number 1. And Stringer goes over centre wing. Aish getting back on it in the middle of the pack. Salisbury, and Sonny Simons had front spots. So Salisbury on the ground for Glenelg. Simons will go with his left foot towards the right forward pocket area. Stephen Kernahan to sit. Warhurst just put out of position there.
Short to Jarvis, all through his legs. Good tap on by Stephen Kernahan. McGuinness and all sorts of bother. Gets the hand pass free though. Now Adam Garten with a chance to run around. Onto the left boot. Booms it in.
Gee, what a remarkable goal by Adam Garten too. He doesn't normally force himself onto his left foot, but had no hesitation in running around on his wrong foot, having a snap and potting it right through the middle.
Carey from behind takes it with one hand. The handball goes back towards Gibbs.
Good smother.
Beautifully smothered. Now a chance for Greg Thomas. The handball, long stretch by Hall. He's stuck, but Dermott gets it on to David Kernahan, and the Bays are out of trouble. A one-on-one duel here.
Rowan
Lost McGuinness, but out comes Helyard, just to perfection, but he's down. McGuinness has got him. Well done, Tony McGuinness. The free kick eventually goes his way for in the back.
Well, that's the sort of single-handed stuff that will turn a game, and the Bays are in front, and Norwood had a chance to burst forward then. McGuinness did the impossible and stopped Helyard.
He really did. Great effort, that.
So McGuinness gets a chance instead to put the Bays right into the square. That's where it goes. Big pack.
Henwood against Michael Annie. Marshall the crumbs. Marshall with the left foot kick up towards Stephen Kernahan. Front spot, off hands Maynard. Jams it onto the boot. Floats up towards the edge of the square. Up they go. Front spot.
The Bays will get a goal out of this the way they're running at the moment, and Norwood can say good night. They've got to save it now. But they can't.
Carey by himself. No, he's not going to him. Oh, he mucked it up.
Kicking the man on the mark. It was Helyard. Adam Garten's got the opportunity though. He'll need support. There goes the handball to Stephen Kernahan. Walks into the goals. Puts it on the boot. Punches the air and says, we're home. Glenelg.
Dermott's kick will go right to the square. Carey at the back of the pack. Nobody can take it. McGuinness over it now. Turns and has a look. He's covered well. Oh, he got round beautifully. That's a magic goal, Tony McGuinness.
Parsons against Henwood. Henwood spores away. McDermott on towards Maynard. He shepherded beautifully. Maynard lines up the goals. That's a much better kick. One now between Maynard and Glenelg. He's first for the game, and doesn't he love it? Glenelg hit the front.
The ball comes out grandstand side, and it's over the top of Cam There were two choices. Alan Stringer took it for the Bays. Marshall
Copping unmarked.
Copping in the pocket, as Graham's called it. And now, short, just chipping in there, David Marshall.
Of course, for the winner today, it's straight through to the grand final. Scored away by Hall, Gibbs, Macklin Hall.
Ball on to McGuinness. The Bays on a run out. McGuinness will go all the way to goal. There's no one in front of him. Wildy comes to meet him on the half-forward line. McGuinness onto the left boot, and there it is. A great individual effort, Tony McGuinness. We saw it in the we've seen it again.
Well, he had the option to go to Peter Maynard or have a shot. He elected to shoot for goal, and if he didn't kick the goal, he was entitled to have some sort of criticism levelled at him for not popping it over to Peter Maynard all by his lonesome.
Comes across towards the middle of the ground. Big pack forms. No one's going to take it out of there. Beautiful recovery on Stringer. Read it off the pack. Goes all the way through centre half forward. And that may be the vital goal. We'll see. Glenelg 17-12. North Adelaide 16-11.
That let him in. The kick came across the ground. Alan Stringer running free. Picked up the loose ball. Thought about it, steadied and popped the goal through. It was a much needed goal by the Bays without being silly about it. That'll probably clinch the game. Well,
Just get the feeling they've built the pressure here this afternoon, and North Adelaide, one thinks now, we'll just have to play another game to get into the grand final, but I'll tell you what.
Can't win from here, Keith, but it's been a mighty performance by a side that everyone said couldn't get within 5 goals.
David Kernahan on his last legs takes a valuable mark, centre half forward, and the Bays have got this one. But what a fight they put up, and what a great final it's been. I've got a feeling they might like to meet West rather than North next time round.
Well,
I wouldn't like to meet either of them.
well, it's going to be a tight grand final, whichever way it goes, Keith.
That's a great goal. That settles it down here at the park. 30 minutes into the game. Glenelg, great winners in this preliminary, the second semi-final. As he's still feeling he's pretty injured, Peter Maynard, but only seconds to go maybe. There it is. A great win of the Bays after an enormous fight back. Top finals footy at the park. You see Glenelg 18-14. Defeat North Adelaide in the second semi-final 16-12.
Minor Premier North Adelaide fronts Glenelg in the 1985 Grand Final. A packed house, 50,000 people plus, a perfect day for football. Henwood in there against Redden. The umpire has picked up a free kick immediately, and it's the Bays, I think, to go into attack through Stringer. Kernahan 4 against Weldy 23. Good tap down to McDermott. Alan Stringer, Maynard. Simons wants it, but it's going in towards Gardon. Big fella on. Simons going to get the crumbs. Ducks one tackle. Slipped it out. Copping ought to be a goal. Open goal coming up. Fine shot. Beautiful handball. Copping's first. Robertson. Oh, he's made a mess of this. He's down in trouble again. Tunnel balls it out. But it was straight back to Luthi. Seabohm. The double play. Back to Luthi. Now Maynard. And he puts it up for McGuinness centre field.
He's recovered from that injury, McGuinness. Here's a go. Tony Hall's under the ball, and he's got it at left half forward flank. Gee, North Adelaide had the chance, but it's gone straight back the other end. Maynard plays on, straight through the centre. First goal to Maynard with his 11th kick.
One of the best kicks in South Australia. The agony of coaching. David Marshall, 182 senior games towards the lake end. Nice looking drop, punt, going to struggle for distance. Right on the line, it could be touched. Kernahan! Oh, what a goal! If it'll be, that is, what a mark. Big pack in the square. Let's have a look at it again. How did he ever mark that? Surrounded by North Adelaide defenders. The mark for which he is renowned, being put round on an angle.
Scott Salisbury came onto the ground about 10 minutes back. Garton is leading. Spoil. Kernahan! Taking another one. Coach Vernon under pressure. Big Stephen Kernahan, a superb judgment of a mark. And he's got the chance to level the scores as we enter time on in this second quarter. Trailing at 1 point by 5 goals. The Kernahan kick is straight through the centre. 2 goals, Kernahan. The score's a level, 7-6 apiece.
Well, did North Adelaide sort of sit back on their laurels a little bit when they hit the lead? Well, if they did, Kernahan's going to make sure that he buries them. And what a magnificent mark by the young veteran from Glenelg.
Puts out the pass, going to be easily cut off by Marshall. Marshall in turn to Doofy. Phillips making a metre to get there. Out in front of Simon, centre wing. Simons turns well. Off goes Garton, beautifully put Tony Simon. Oops, nearly dropped it. Kidney wants it. Wobbles one towards that player. Out comes Kernahan. Kernahan 30 metres out, gets round and shoots that looks home. Oh, what a goal, Stephen Kernahan. His third. The Bays 11-8, North Adelaide 8-9.
Well, it's all in the balance of the player. That's what a champion's all about. He runs to the ball, he takes the ball cleanly, he walks around, and he makes it look an absolute piece of cake. So to put it, and Stephen Kernahan, all balanced, body at the ball, no snatch with the hands, just straight through with the body, round he went, always under control. And that's a great goal for Glenelg.
So with a chance, we'll have to get rid of that in a hurry. Tiller is upended. Down goes Salisbury. Marshall. McGuinness, high to the half-forward line. Kernahan up high. Can't get it. Copping. Gives it over Simon. Walking goal. Beautifully done. Simon's first. The Bays 16-10 plays North Adelaide 10-10.
Well, they were certainly rallying in the middle of the ground, and Graham Cors, do I detect there a sign of emotion as he sees a 6-goal lead on the board. And that was a great bit of rallying by the Bays and a beautiful handball by Copping up.
McDermott. Gibbs. Well, the Bays in control. David Marshall. The long kick to the half-forward line. Kernahan! Oh, what a mark! Number 10. Kernahan at his best. At the set. Oh, what a beautiful mark. Bays have put Henwood into the bull ring now, giving him a run on the ball, and he's like a dog that's been let off the leash. He got it down there to McGuinness. Here's a chance for the Bays to get another one. Tony Hall shoots. I think he's got another one. Oh, what a goal off his left foot. The Bays can do no wrong. They're walking on water. Hall's first. The Bays 19th at the 19-minute mark. 19-14 to North Adelaide, 11-10.
Tony Hall really was determined to get that goal. Peter Marker told me that Glenelg would win by 10 goals. He's right on the ball at the moment. They've got about 5 points to make to do the job. That was a great individual effort then by Tony Hall as he spun around onto his left leg. He ignored everything, just sheer determination to make sure that they were going to go all the way with this grand final.
Tony Hall at centre half forward. Puts it long into the square. Kernahan behind. Oh, supreme mark. No one there to stop his run at all. Now McGuinness. The game running very late. Here it is. Glenelg win it. 21-15 to North Adelaide. 12-12.
What a great performance. Graham Corns in his first year back at Glenelg with General Manager Harry Kernahan, the father of David and Stephen, Bob Campbell, the chairman of the club, Henwood Happy, Peter Carey, over 300 games, the only player in the side to have played in a previous premiership in 1973, in which Studley Corns was also a member, and kicked a memorable goal that won the game for the Bays. Everyone excited.
Good luck to Glenelg. They worked hard all day. And from coach right through to player number 20, I think they're entitled to be proud of all players.